Stephen.
Hello, Jenny.
It's so nice to see you, my good friend. Welcome to A Conversation With, and in this series I am talking with alum faculty members and alumni, and today I have the pleasure of interviewing Stephen Ringo, who is my former colleague and dear friend. We taught together for 8 years at Overlake, and he retired in 2024 and left me, but has been, living his best life ever since. And so we're here to catch up with him a little bit.
Thank you for having me. It's
Yes.
so great to be here.
Thank you for being here. My second guest on this show. So we're so happy to have you. And our alumni are excited to hear from you.
I hope so.
Yes,
I'll try
they
to
are.
be interesting.
Tell me, because, I'm not at this phase yet, but I look forward to it. How is retired life going?
Retired life has been really good. I think it's still a work in progress. I definitely enjoy my mornings. Like a slow morning is really nice, where you don't have to get out the door and you can read a little, do a little journaling, take your time with breakfast and coffee. I get a little antsy by late morning, maybe go for a run or a walk. I kind of rotate between walking and running. Have 2 grandsons that I see as part of my routine in my weekly, probably twice a week. I've tried to see them or one of them.
That's great. Getting a little more grandkid time in there.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's been helpful.
And what do they call you?
They call me bestefar.
Bestefar.
Which is the Norwegian word that others in my family have used and that my children used with my dad. So.
Oh, I love that. It's like, I want you to have like some kind of cape that says that or something. Some kind of magical cape.
That's good.
Yeah.
And sometimes they shorten it and say bestie
bestie.
instead of bestefar.
Oh, because you are probably one of their besties.
It's kind of cheesy, but
I love it. I love it. So I love your slow morning routine. Are you like drinking coffee in the morning? What is your morning ritual?
Well, the big question when I get up is coffee first or breakfast first.
Yes.
So, and I go by my mood. So it's a good thing to be able to just assess your mood and say, well, I think I'll go for coffee first. And
instead of shoveling food in as you're on your way out the door.
Right,
yes.
right.
On those early mornings.
On a morning before Overlake, it would all be, bing, bing, bing.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
and then out the door.
Yeah, I love the slow morning piece. That's my favorite part of when I have a day off. So that's nice. I know that you are seeing a lot of family, but what else have you been doing with your time? Skills or hobbies, creative endeavors?
I've been rebuilding a couple of hobbies I've had in the past. I've been a dabbler with the banjo for many years.
Oh my gosh. How have I known you for this many years and I didn't know you played banjo?
Well, my favorite thing to do with the banjo is to play a sing-along because then I don't have to be the lead and the singer and the spotlight.
Are you playing for your grandkids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have been.
Oh my gosh.
And then they want to come up and wail, frail. But I bought a new banjo. My old one I had for 50 years, and it broke at the top of the neck. So I splurged and got a pretty nice banjo.
Love that.
And partly bought one that would allow me to better learn clawhammer, which is a certain banjo style that comes from the Appalachian country. So
wow. Oh my gosh. The things I'm learning just in these couple moments.
I don't, I'm still just I'm kind of a hack, but I can embarrass myself.
Yeah.
And my guitar teacher way back when taught me a lot of finger picking. So you can transfer it to the banjo easy enough, and that's what's enjoyable is the
like plucking out and figuring out a song, playing by ear? Is that?
Yeah. Some of it's what they call tablature, if you need to figure out a little lick or a lead or something like that.
What is your favorite banjo song to play?
Well, right now I'm working on a song called, it's a sad song called 1913 Massacre. Oh. It's a Woody Guthrie song that his son did, Arlo, and it's based on a story of a Union scab thing where they set fire to a building and the children were all burned inside.
Wow.
So.
Well, I mean, I love that you've chosen one that has a story to it, and that does not surprise me. So, yes.
Yeah. This kind of makes me wonder about myself because the other song I'm working on is a sad one too about a ship that sank in the U-boat era.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So maybe the next one should be a happy song.
I'll think of that.
Something you can play for the grandkids.
For sure.
And maybe something that you could play at, like, I don't know, a gig for alumni. So
I could do that if someone played with me and people want to sing. I would do that.
I love that. Okay, sing along banjo with Stephen Ringo coming up in the alumni survey. Okay, well, what else besides banjo are you trying your hand at?
I've been writing some poems.
Yes, if you don't know this about Stephen, he is a poet. If you follow him on social media, he does lots of haiku type poetry with photography.
Sure. I've really enjoyed the image plus fragment, like fragmentary poems.
So it allows you to tell more of a story with the picture.
Or just imagistic kind of. So it's in the old days, I felt like I had to rework a poem until it was dead.
Yeah.
Like Billy Collins said, right? Let's whip this poem or tie it to a chair.
And beat it. Yes, that was the expression. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's been freer just to maybe Instagram is a good medium that way. You don't feel like it has to be.
Are you working on longer poetry too?
Not much.
No. Okay.
No.
But I know you're a poetry reader.
Yeah, I read a lot of poetry. I've made a good friend recently through my wife's high school at UPrep.
His wife is also a teacher. So.
And
An art teacher.
She's a poetry nut. And you don't meet many people that are, you meet a lot of poetry nuts, but she goes a step farther. That's a big credential in my book, is where she buys poetry.
Oh.
So she's cultivated a poetry library.
Wow.
Which
so are you borrowing from her library?
We've traded.
Wow. That's very generous of her to lend those pieces out.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, so poetry and banjo, running, a slow morning. Anything else?
The grandkids I mentioned.
I think you've been pretty busy subbing a bit, too.
Subbing, too. Sadly enough, it's at UPrep, where my wife
Not
teaches.
at Overlake.
So don't hold it against me, but it's closer.
No bridge tolls.
Don't have to drive across the lake. And she's there, and a good friend of mine is there. I've probably got to know other people over the years through the two of them, too.
Yeah.
So.
And doing a little bit of kindergarten and elementary subbing too, right?
At the Epiphany School, Allison Hayworth, a former OWL.
She taught sixth grade English for a long time. Yeah.
So she cajoled me kindly in her Allison way.
Yes.
To join the sub team, and I probably last year did quite a bit of fourth and third, a little bit of kindergarten and preschool.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I think it's probably the hardest teaching I've ever done.
Yeah, I bet. Just drains you. Yeah. I am getting all of these images of the old movie Kindergarten Cop of like tall Ringo and all these tiny kids crawling all over you. So
they do call me Ringo. So.
Do they?
Yeah.
That's cute. I love that.
Allison,
not Mr. Ringo, just Ringo.
Allison preempted that, so I had no choice. I just showed up and
you were named.
This is Ringo.
That's fair. I love that.
Kind of cute.
Well, I'm sure that makes you exhausted at the end of the day, and then you probably appreciate subbing for high school at UPrep.
Yeah, it's easier. It's probably my natural place to teach.
Well, I know you're not subbing every day because you've taken some amazing trips. I think you and Lisa are in the running for Lisa Ornstein for the most number of like off-season amazing trips that you've taken since you're no longer tied to the school schedule.
Yeah, that's nice.
So tell me what's your favorite trip that you've taken since you retired?
Well, Taiwan was a real nice stroll down memory lane for having lived there before, but and I don't think it was all nostalgia because Taiwan has changed so much that it could hardly be nostalgia anymore. But
you met up with people that you knew when you lived there.
Some people I had taught back in the 80s actually, and they're like 60 years old now.
Yeah.
So that was really special, and got to go to different parts of Taiwan.
And you were on that trip for 3 weeks?
That was 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.5.
And that was that your first trip of when you were retired?
That was my second.
No,
you're right. It was my first trip. It was your first.
And it was a solo trip. I think most of the trips you've been doing have been solo.
My wife is still working.
Yes.
So.
And then you most recently, this fall, you took a very enviable trip. Where did you go this fall?
I went to Tunisia. In North Africa, and right across the Mediterranean there, almost a stone's throw, is Sicily. So I spent time in both Tunisia and Sicily, and just a lot of swimming and walking and hiking and reading. So
Sounds amazing.
It was really fun.
Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
do you have another trip planned, or are you in your mind thinking of your next trip?
I am gestating on that. I don't have to be going overseas. And on my way home from Tunisia, I stopped in Paris for 2 days.
Oh,
and
lovely.
Had ChatGPT. I had designed me a hike or a walk through Paris for 2 days.
Amazing.
Shadowing Marcel Duchamp.
Oh,
one of my favorite artists.
This is a great use of AI right there, right?
So there were 10 places where he used to live or work or hang out for coffee, blah, blah, blah.
Cool.
And
I love that.
Yeah.
So would you go back to Paris? Is that the next trip? Or no maybe some more
I'm thinking
travel within the U.S.?
I'm thinking of New Jersey. I know you're supposed to say, what the heck?
Well, I was sort of wondering, but I don't want to offend any alumni that are in New Jersey, so.
Well, I read a book called 6 Walks in the Footsteps of Henry Thoreau.
Oh, wow.
And it made me think, who would I want to do that, shadow? And I came up with, obviously, Walt Whitman was one of them. So I want to do a shadow of his haunts, starting where his grave is in Camden, New Jersey.
Wow. So will you chat GPT to figure that
Probably.
route out? Yeah. I love it.
He did go to California, so maybe I'd have to end up in Yosemite on my way home.
Yeah, fly cross country that direction.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And
cool.
Then, William Carlos Williams is from Paterson, New Jersey, so I'd probably throw him into that
One of my
mix,
favorites.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
From the poetry.
Yes. I love it.
Red Wheelbarrow.
Yes. I know so much to say. Okay, so you brought us back to poetry, English 9, because we were English 9 teaching partners for 8 years, almost a decade of teaching together.
Yeah.
What do you miss the most about being at Overlake or just being a teacher on a daily basis? Because I think you are still a teacher in different ways in life. Yeah. And what do you not miss?
Wow, I miss you. And teaching 9th grade as a team, I learned so much from you. My first high school job came when I was 52, so I came to high school teaching late. Or
right on time.
Yeah, I learned a lot, and that was in Oman, but I learned so much more from you and just teaching here. I think it really allowed me to blossom.
Yeah.
And be more of a real teacher than kind of trying to figure it out. So
yeah,
I miss the kids a lot, always, the students.
Yeah.
That's number one.
Overlake has some special kids.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I don't miss grading papers,
Same.
I'll have to admit. It's one thing that I really probably helped lead me to retirement.
I mean, honestly, when we went to grading online, I thought, well, this is faster, but it's definitely still not more enjoyable. Yeah. It's not that we didn't love reading what our students wrote. It's just the volume of it was just tough.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
No, I miss Overlake as a place, too.
Yeah.
It's a very special place.
It is special. I love what you said about our partnership because those of you, I'm assuming alumni who are watching this are from all stages of life, but those of you that are younger and are not quite in the working world yet, you find as you go out to work that there are people that just like you yin and yang together perfectly, and you were that for me, and I think where I wasn't as strong you were and where you didn't have as much experience I did, and we were just a perfect combination. Yep. And I think we both benefited from, it was a very symbiotic relationship of we both were better teachers and better humans because of each other. And I was so grateful when I shifted roles to the alumni director role because I did that the year you retired, and then I never had to teach without you. So
I would have felt bad just ditching you like that, but
I mean, you had told me it was coming, and I was dreading it, and so I'm just really glad the way things worked out.
That's good. That's good. Get this on record.
I know,
nice.
exactly. Well, well. Thank you for coming to talk to me today, Stephen, and for catching up with me. And Ringo is a regular at alumni events, so if you want to see more of Ringo, pop by some local alumni events, and you may just see him, or we'll have to schedule a meetup on your side of the pond too, over in Seattle. And if you would like to be a guest on a conversation with for an alum or an alumni member of our community, a former faculty member, staff member, we would love to have you. And thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thanks, Jenny. Thank you very much. Good luck out there.
Bye.